everybody. Welcome to Delhi for day 7 of the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. The clearest day we've had so far. Rashtrapati Bhawan there in the background, then India Gate. But it's the classification matches today, 5th versus 8th, and the semi-finals. We're starting with Belgium up against Korea. Wonderful sight there on the far side of the stadium as the teams are led out onto the park. Both sides lost their quarter-finals yesterday. Belgium in an absolutely cracking match against France. They led 4-2, can you believe, with about 20 minutes to play, but conceded 3 goals in those 20 minutes to lose 5-4. Korea, well, they went down 2-1 to Malaysia. So expect a keenly fought contest here between two sides, hurting and smarting from their quarter-final loss yesterday. 162 goals in 32 games so far. How many more will we have today? Let's have the national anthem, starting with that of Belgium.
België, o heilig land der vaderen, onze ziel en ons hart zijn u gewijd. Aan oude kracht en de koers van onze aderen, wees een goed en aan de hele strijd. Tu vivras toujours éternel, durant notre continuité, et attendre de vie immortelle, le roi, la loi, la liberté, gardant de vie immortelle, le roi, la loi, la liberté, all boys for right and glory, all boys for right and glory.
So both sides have to pick themselves up for this 5th to 8th place match. And can they respond to the defeat in the quarterfinals yesterday? Well, the two sides shaking hands. And let's have a look at the two squads going into this match, starting with that of Belgium. Belgium, actually a man like number 10, Charles Masson, picked up a leg injury. He is on crutches, so won't be taking part. So Belgium and Philippe Galberg having to do with 17 players. Their leading goal scorer is number 9, Maxime Planovo, who's come to the party late. 4 goals in the last 2 games, but struck a rich vein of form that Philippe Galberg, the head coach, will be hoping he can continue with. Well, there is Philippe Galberg in the white shirt there, just leaving the huddle, giving the last team talk before we get this game underway. There he is. And as for Korea, well, keep your eye out for number 3, Seung-Ju Yu. Scored 8 goals, that's nearly 5% of the total goals scored in this tournament, all of them from penalty corners. But number 13, In-woo Seo, has also got 4 goals, 3 field goals, 1 penalty corner to his name. And their coach, well, Young-kyu Kim, who was disappointed with his side's 2-1 loss to Malaysia in their quarter-final. So our 2 umpires, Hana Rasul of Pakistan on the far side, on the near side it's Lim Hong Jen of Singapore. So we're ready ready to go. Our first match on day 7, and it is Belgium in the all-red strip, attacking the goal to our left-hand side to get us underway. Korea in their change strip of all blue, and alongside me in the box for this one, it's David Faulkner, 8 years GB High Performance Director, and gold medalist from the 88 Seoul Olympics. David, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, and I think you're quite right. It's how these two teams deal with the disappointment. I know them. Maybe, you know, we watched Korea yesterday, looked very tired second half, didn't really offer much against Malaysia. That's not taking anything away from Malaysia. Belgium really got stung by France in the second half, coming down 4-2 up, and it's just now how they're going to adapt and use today.
Both sets of players not fully fit. There's been a bit of illness in both camps and injuries. I think the penalty corner flicker, who's just played the ball out of defence, got heavily strapped thigh with groin issue.
And the other factor is that they're playing, you know, it's a warm day here in Delhi. And there's a nice breeze through the stadium, but it's still a warm day, and that will also be a factor in how they deal with it later on in the game.
Here is you. Seems to be moving okay with the heavily strapped right leg, it looks, and the right thigh.
This will be a new experience for Belgium as well, playing an Asian side, and I can't remember whether they would have played, I doubt whether they would have played this style of hockey before, so this will be a new experience for them.
Planavo, the keeper makes a change, and actually the Korea keeper, Seong Lee, into the starting lineup today. It's been Jo-Ho Yu, who's been between the sticks for most of the Korean matches.
He did well. He's holding his hip, actually. I think he hurt himself when he went down, but he got a good low barrier to his. As soon as the ball came loose there, he was out and responded really quickly.
He's landed on the ball. Yeah, he's landed on the ball, isn't he? That would be painful. That will bruise up nicely. Planavo.
Yeah, an early chance for Planavo as well, who has been impressive in this tournament and scored 2 yesterday, early on against France. And 2 earlier against Pakistan, and you know it's looked a live wire in front of goal. It'll also be interesting today to see if Korea do use any more players, because noticing yesterday, even with their sluggish second half, their rotation on substitutions is significantly lower than any other team in this tournament.
Well, a turn by Ji. Forward he goes. Pass is not a good one. There's a very sort of slow pace about this one at the start, isn't there? As the pace is injected in once the ball crossed the halfway line. Capel as well. Capel into the circle. Planavo gets barged off the ball, and good work from the keeper.
Well read that. He read the interception.
Planavo again, no, onto the reverse stick side. Fancy this, cuts back inside on the edge of the corner, on the edge of the circle. Hits the foot of number 9, Yoon Seong Nam.
He just takes it here and just drags across and catches the foot. Most probably looking for that early on, but the Korean defender should really have allowed him to get in there.
Actually, the cross was a little bit too close to the keeper. If that had been further back, I think Planavo would score. So, Hendricks, number 16, scored 2 penalty corners. Those 2 come against Egypt, the only 2 penalty corners that they've scored, but he's not at the top of the circle. Zimmer is, number 14. There's a little swap. Zimmer, well, he's completely missed it. Wow, no, it's a 16.
I'm not sure he kept his eye on the ball, actually, Charlie, because they did swap over on the castle at the top, but I think he took his eye off the ball as he went to take the drag flick. Because he watched, he swapped there. Yeah, look, you see his head come up, and obviously actually too high. The first, if you're going to hit it or slap it, it has to hit the backboard.
Well, he got that position, he could have flicked it quite easily, but Belgium over the top. Good chance for Capel.
Good start for Belgium this. As he split the two first, then took it wide, and that was a poor bit of defending there. Goalkeeper had come a long way out to close the angle.
So, Belgium on the front foot at the start of this one. Interception from Lee. Wrong boots. Zimmer, nice ball out to Stokbrooks. Picks it back into Van Doren, first time into the circle. Plenevo and Capel almost getting each other's way. The ball inwards from Hendricks, who's still on possession.
I think the umpire was happy that when the ball was lifted, it wasn't deemed dangerous.
Van Doren, a little high up the park for his liking, leaves it.
I think they were looking to see if there was any space to lay it back before they could punch it into the D.
Well, there's plenty of space down the right-hand side, and Stokbrooks waltzes through and wins the penalty corner, but very strange defending from Korea. Lovely stick work from Emmanuel Stokbrooks.
Korea have been a bit lax with their defending at the start of this game. Certainly when there's been 2v1s or 1v1s here. So as he comes in, he comes through the gap there with the two. Once the goalkeeper got a stick on it, it still hit the Korean foot.
Plenevo waiting to pounce. A good job the foot was hit, because otherwise Plenevo's going to score. Hendricks now at the top of the circle after that last effort from Zimmer. Failed to work. Well, they've swapped again. And good save from the keeper, from Hendricks. Van Doren. Oh. Wow, goes out for a long
Yeah, a couple of the Belgian players, they're having a discussion. They want to go to the video referee, because of course if it's up on the screen, they can't go, and so they've done that very quickly.
I have given advantage. I've given advantage. He has tried it. So you want to refer? Okay. No, I have given advantage. No. So you have asked now. Boys, the Belgium is asking. Bruce, Belgium question is.
Belgium don't want it.
I have given them an advantage. So could you check it, please?
I know a lot of teams.
I'm looking to see if there is any other offence by the defending team that's not giving advantage.
Yeah, this.
A lot of teams look to the captain on the
Yeah,
field
I've seen the
to
foot. This is why
control
I've
the
given
communication to the
advantage.
umpire, and here, I think what you've got,
You have that.
I'm not sure there was anything there, but what you've got here is a player randomly going off on their own to actually ask for the signal, when actually they should have done it collectively as a group. There's nothing clear there.
But there's no real advantage though, is there? Good save. Nothing there.
Huh? Hold on. You have the right one. Take it down, sir.
Save is made. And Doran now has their foot here.
Well, we can't see anything from here. Might be a waste of use of a video referral.
I think it is. Well, the last stick it comes off is Zimmer. I think they made a bit of a hash of this. Let's hold on, let's listen. I think Bruce Bell's just about to give his decision. Get your thoughts, David. Still deciding. Probably could have got your thoughts away. Apologies.
Well, remembering listening to the umpire, I played advantage voice. He was giving a clear example that we could get a shot and goal. Now, whether that's because of the first shot from the short corner that was saved, I don't know.
Oops. Heartbeat has stopped. And we still wait for the decision. Oh.
I do have a view on this, actually, that maybe one of the things the technical committees need to look at is what time you do spend on this. It's a little bit like the length of time it has for setting up short corners.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be controlled, certainly. That's Bruce Bell's having another look.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Here we go.
There is no clear reason to change your decision. Belgium lose their referral.
Belgium, you lose your referral.
Well, it's wasted, isn't it? Van Doren's questioning, but...
Well, Van Dam is looking strangely, but actually, I think it's more they've got to look at themselves in terms of how they should have discussed that themselves as a group before making a decision like that.
Cavalier. So we're barely 8 minutes in and Belgium have lost their referral.
And I think the Belgium team should have listened to the umpire, because it was quite clear that even if it was an offence, he'd played an advantage for the second shot to go in.
Yeah, but I think sometimes it's lost in translation, isn't it? When it's not their first language, they maybe don't quite understand what's being told to them. Here's Lee. Oh, that's got to be high. Well, we've seen cards given for high sticks.
Yeah, well, I noticed in a couple of games yesterday there was even in the Australia-Germany game there was a high stick second half that was taken on the far side, and it was green card immediately. And sometimes players or coaches question the consistency of decision making through the tournament.
Van Doren. That's that right-hand side. Stokbrooks fires it in. And coming is Van Linthout at the far post, but didn't quite get the connection that he was after.
Young Kim, the Korean coach, I don't think he'd be too pleased with this start, because whilst the Koreans have taken up a lot of the normal shape they have, like a big bowl around the pitch, they try and spread out. They've not really got stick to stick at the moment, and this is their first opportunity.
So this is G. This top of the circle takes the deflection of Stokbrooks. And it's a free hit outside the circle. Kim still going. Into Terry. Kim out to Kim Jong-yu. This is Lee, the captain. That's too high. And Doran, well, he could take it about 15 yards further up the path if he so wished. Finds Cavalier. Cavalier's pass is behind Colbert.
Van Doren has stood out for me in this tournament. I know he's played a bit of senior international hockey now, but his ability to pick a pass around the pitch is a standout for me across all the sides that have been playing in this tournament.
So Belgium win possession on the halfway line. This is Hendricks. Hendricks leaves it for Stokbrooks, but he's undersold him. And Korea will get the free hit.
Really sold him short there, didn't he?
Yes. Under-hit it, sold him short, but undersold.
So Belgium now taking a deeper press. Most were just having a breather, and where they've got the opportunity to go high, they will go.
And Korea felt they should have had possession. This is Masso. That's Perez to his left. This is Perez. Perez has a little look up, back to Masso. Masso into the circle. Chance! Oh, he's pulled it wide. But a good interplay between Masso and Perez.
Good work from Masso. He eliminated the two on his own there, and then pulled, when he got the return pass pulled inside from the right, he let the ball go across his body and then got a release very quickly. You're disappointed he didn't put it on target.
It certainly feels that both sides have more gears to find if they so need to.
They do, but I think both are also conscious about their energy levels as well. You know, the second game in 2 days.
Good pick from you. Just see below his shorts on his right leg, the heavy strapping. Here's Lee, the captain. It's taking a bit too long for the pass, Van Doren. Well, here he has it. Now he's got plenty of space. Van Doren still unhappy about the tackle. But, now it's his concentration back to the game. Shield picks off Van Doren's pass. He's still going. On the shoulder pass, and Stokbrooks wants to make the tackle and does so.
Belgium forwards need to get higher up the pitch.
Hendricks. Oh dear. Another poor pass that sees Belgian player fall short. Remember, 2 semi-finals of the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup coming up today. The next game is one of those, France against Malaysia. France, the surprise package of this tournament, as are Malaysia, I guess. Nice work.
This game is full of errors from both sides at the moment, and turnover after turnover with the ball.
The other positional game is Australia-New Zealand, so there's two sides that know each other very well. The last game of today, well, it's a belter. Germany against the Netherlands, another two sides that know each other very well. Those two fighting for the honour, the privilege of taking France and Malaysia in the final on Sunday night. Fires it out to the Korean left. 15 minutes of play here so far. Belgium 0, Korea 0, and Belgium have lost their referral. That's about as far as we can go. Now a chance, 3-on-2. Oh, that's a really poor touch.
Apart from the early Belgian chances with the corner and the shot, it's a bit bitty, isn't it? There's not quite enough getting both teams getting hold of the ball and getting some shape to it.
Yes, young Lee in the Korea goal, far the busier of the two. That's a terrible pass from Zimmer. Just trying to cut out the two links, and then Korea give the ball back. And now can Van Doren add a bit of class? Well, at least he's found a red stick.
I'm sure with both these sides that, you know, they've come here to Delhi and, you know, their aspirations to make the semi-finals, and now, you know, they've got to deal with trying to fight now for get a place in the 5th, 6th playoff.
Yeah, we just saw the stats there on the screen. 2/3 possession of the opponent's half for Belgium. Korea yet to penetrate Belgium circle. Consequently, no shots. Still we wait for the first circle penetration. And David, you mentioned, having looked there on the screen, the rotation, there's 5 Belgian players waiting to come on, and everyone in blue is firmly sat in the shade.
It's quite a stark contrast, isn't it? You know, and there's a firm belief in European and Oceania hockey around the substitutions. But interestingly, Malaysia have a high substitution turnover as well.
Here comes a card for not retreating 5. It was lazy. Number 17, Korea, Kyungjin Kim. picks up his first green to go with the yellow card that he picked up against India. Behind the long corner.
Well, the ball turned over 3 times then either side.
Chance here now. Can Belgium find the target? Van Dam off the keeper's pad. And Korea get it clear. The post or was it the pad?
He got the shot away really quickly. They travelled the ball across, and it was the post.
Off the post. I have to say, I thought it had beaten the keeper, then I thought he'd gone in the goal, but just the noise, it wasn't a ting, it was more of a thud. Hence the ball off the pad. Ron Boots with the ball across, Van Doren brings it under control. Scored outside him in Van Dam. Van Dam. The Korean stick, long corner Belgium.
That's a great pass.
Now Cavalier on the reverse stick and wide of the target.
Another example I mentioned a few minutes ago about Van Doren and his look for a pass. He picked him out right across the top of the D, and really when he's backhanding there, you're looking to go across the goal, and the 2 Belgian forwards are ready.
We've spoken a lot about the keeper's weight being back there. The keeper perfect. He was down and his weight was such that he could just spring back up without having to put his hands on the ground. Cavalier to Romberts, Zimmer, Van Doren. Oh, it's come all the way through. No danger, says Ida Rasul.
And the umpire mentioned earlier he'd like to play the advantage. The ball wasn't dangerous as it came in, and he was able just to then put it down onto the Korean foot.
Yeah, Capel doing well. And Doran trying to rally the troops there, gesticulating. Korea really taking their time. A drink of water, chat amongst yourselves.
And this is my point about, I know in the senior hockey they've been looking at a 45-second maximum period of time for the corners, and I think that needs to be applied. International hockey needs to be applied more and more.
And just across the board. Okay, so at the top of the circle, Van Dam is there. Van Dam and Zimmer. Van Dam nearer to us. Zimmer, but no real surprise to see the ball mistracked down that end of the pitch. It's been happening very regularly, and Korea can have a chance here. Now, a 2-on-1 situation. What can they do? Good defending. It'd be interesting to get your thoughts on the Korean lead. The Korean player in front of the ball carrier almost ran into the same space, it seemed.
Yeah, and I think it's typical of what example we've seen with Korea so far this game, and maybe late yesterday in Malaysian game, there wasn't to be seen in the game coordination between and understanding between the forwards, which is unusual for Korea. But we also saw another example of the mistruck at the top of the D and being converted into a chance the other end. And Korea going to make some substitutions.
Oh dear. Well, Roberts slips and falls, and Kim now has a chance. Kim, ball in. Van Doren gets the first stick to it, and the second. Keeps going, well play Van Doren. Oh, I thought he picked another masterful pass. Him and Muller, the German captain, have both got great distribution skills.
Yeah, and they're both standouts here. But that final pass from Korea so far this game looks tired, weary, not thought through, and also some good defending from Belgium as well.
Well, the Belgian supporters will be hoping for a quick response.
Belgium were disputed then where actually did the ball go off, but the umpire was down the line.
Roberts. Good work, Hendricks. Space over on that right, Cavalier. There's movement in front of him. Cavalier, nowhere to go, has to go straight. Hendricks gets there. Colbert, the skipper, feeds it into the circle. Cooper makes a good save. Shot comes in from Van Lintwoord and it's off target.
I think you can see from all these chances of Belgium, the side that's looking to take the lead. He picked it up really well in his forehand here and hit early across. Perhaps he didn't quite stay over the ball, and you can see the frustration. I don't know if that's the mother or not, but certainly you can see the frustration there.
Number of parents here, unsurprisingly, supporting their sons. I'd hazard a guess at French supporters over on the far side. Zimmer drops it out, and now Korea pressing. Van Dam keeps a cool head to find the outlet ball.
It's really well played by Belgium, and they kept their shape and their patience.
Colbert, Hendricks, nice ball. This could be a wonderful goal, and we put the commentator's curse on it just as Belgium get into the circle.
It was a lovely through ball here as we picked up that from there. And just most probably took his eye off the ball in that final moment when he just needed to put his stick on the ball and carry to the baseline, looking to lay it back.
This is Masso. Masso's got support down the line, he doesn't quite get hold of it. Whoa! I thought Benevaux there was going to have a massive swing at it. Roberts. Van Dam. Heavy first touch, which Stockbridge gets away with. In the circle, here's the chance. Van Lintwoord buys a bit more time. The keeper is miles out. Ooh, and Rim is accused of putting it out on purpose.
Was the goalkeeper hanged on that one way? He stayed upright and kept that barrier, which I actually think moved properly so on.
Hendricks trying to get it away. Two Castles now. Hendricks. Well, the keeper gets the foot to it, but it bounces off his pad and into the goal. And Belgium take a deserved lead in all the pressure. And it's Hendricks with a third penalty corner of the competition.
I just wanted Lee was pulled one way. So, yeah, if you noticed, he moved to the left first, and that's why he was caught back on his heels. the ball, that wasn't a great pace as a corner. It was on target, which is obviously the #1 golden rule. But as you see, the goalkeeper had moved slightly to the left before responding back to the right, and he was just caught off guard, really.
Trying to get the stick to it, actually, off the stick, not the pad.
It's a fully deserved lead from Belgium. They've ruleless taken this first half with odd sporadic attacks from the Koreans.
So, third penalty corner to go with his penalty stroke, so 4 goals in total now for Hendricks in this tournament. And Belgium looking for another. Well, Colbert into the circle, Pleneveau in front of the keeper. But even the pace of the penalty corners are reflecting the pace of the game.
Yeah.
Can they get the shot away? No.
No, in the game, I think it's a good point, Charlie. I think the game is just lacking energy. It was probably the word you'd say. And that might be an accumulation of a number of different things. That disappointment that the position that both teams are in. Here's the corner again. And it's not a great pace on that flick. And as I say, I think the goalkeeper just, you can see he'd gone one way, then the other. He couldn't respond when the ball went past his right foot. But I think, yeah, a bit of disappointment about them playing in this game because both teams were expected, would have liked to be in the semi-final. The heat, I know there's been some illness, and so they've just got to battle that through and see which team comes out the other side.
For all of Korea's impotence in front of goal, you know that given a penalty corner, there's a high possibility that you will wing it into the back of the net. So Belgium have got to be careful. India thought they were safe the other night with a 2-goal lead. 2 goals in 3 minutes put paid to their quarter-final chances. So Belgium will be well aware.
And I'd hope so after yesterday with France putting 2 corners in as well, and they catch up as well. So I think there's a positive thing for Belgium today as they've learned from yesterday.
So far, that is. Just going to half an hour gone. Belgium 1, Korea 0. And Doran left-hand side has a little look up. Foot of Lee. Trying to get the touch as Pleneveau.
Another example of what a lot of teams are doing here, with any opportunity that they see a clear line for deflection, they're punching the ball in, or putting the defender under pressure for any errors, not just for a foot for corner, but an opportunity for an own goal.
Van Doren needed to play the first time pass, but he did. Plenevau's first touch isn't his best. Children knew cleans up. Repelled as well. Repel. Finds Pleneveau, just the one player in front of Pleneveau, so he drops it out. Hendricks over the 25, into the circle. Pleneveau's down there, he got his stick on the ball, but he couldn't get enough of a touch.
Della Palmelo was there as well, and they both lined up really well. One near post, one far post, and most probably didn't attack the ball. I think he was just looking to line that up, when most probably could have pushed that with his forehand a little bit more. I know it's easy to say from here, but if you look at the best goals at the Selden deflection, you put a forearm in to put some pace on the ball.
Yeah, unless you've got incredibly strong wrist, the pace of the ball is going to take the stick away. Flamand has done nothing but watch this game so far in the Belgian goal.
In Belgium, what they have is they have 3-4-3 lined up, and Korea, and because they've kept their two wide men, Belgium, out in the the 2-4 in the middle, the 4 in the midfield, they're blocking any output for Korea.
Capel then down this left-hand side with what, 2.5 minutes remaining. Loses out to Kim. Kim up against Della Palma. Della Palma, who likes to dribble.
Yeah.
There's a little wobble down that bottom left-hand corner. Belgium's attack can't get anywhere.
Yeah, okay. Good, thank you.
Hunting. So good work from Lee, the captain, and turnover ball again. Cavelier to Capel. Capel only along the 25, drops it out for Della Palma, who's going the other way. And Seol has it. Seol. Capel trying to make up for his error, gives away the free hit, and that is just a waste.
And if I can be quite frank at the moment, I'm sure the Korean coach at half-time is just going to talk about having some form of linkages going forward, because I think we've struggled to see 2 or 3 passes from the Koreans going forward.
Yeah, but they look sort of at this disarray in the India game, and then just had that 3 minutes where they scored the 2 goals.
And I suppose if you know you've got a threat like you have in your team in the corners, I suppose probably that, you know, that's what they may feed off.
That's plan A and B, isn't it? So into the final minute of the first half. This is Hendricks, leaves it for Stockbrooks. Cobert's making tracks into the Korea circle. Hendricks down the line, little look up. Now, can Belgium find the ball across? Keeper does well once again. Stockbrooks running along the baseline.
Seong Lee again managed his baseline really well. They're putting a barrier out as they came along the baseline.
So Stockbrooks will take the free hit. Is that the half-time hooter sounds, and Belgium have a deserved lead courtesy of an Alexander Hendricks penalty corner. 8 minutes from the half-time interval. It's been pretty unenterprising stuff from Korea. Belgium very worthy of their 1-0 lead. They probably could and should have more. But with only 1 goal between it, Korea will fancy their chances of getting back into this game if they can win themselves a penalty corner. But to do that, they have to try and penetrate the circle, something they haven't really done in the opening 35 minutes. So much to do in the half-time chat and in the second half, because the half-time scoreline reads Belgium 1, Korea 0.
No. Oh, that was the broadcast one. Try that one again. It was broad 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2. You've been healthy all the time?
So far, not too bad. Bit of a fizzy tummy the other night. I think that was just not because I haven't been constantly just yet. So maybe it's just the richness of the food. Might have butter or something. Alright, you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Half time in the first match on day 7 of the Hero Junior World Cup. And it's half time, Belgium leading by a goal to nil. Alexander Hendricks with a penalty corner 8 minutes before the break. It's worth pointing out about the social media, facebook.com/FI Hockey and Twitter at FIH_hockey using the hashtag HJWC. Let us know what you think of the tournament as a whole. What do you think of this match in particular? Belgium on the offensive massively. This is where they lost their referral, I think with a rash decision to send it upstairs. But it's been all the men in red, really. That one back off the post from Van Dam. And then some nice play, ball rifled across, the keeper making the save, and the shot high, wide and handsome by Alexandra van Lintwood. And before Alexander Hendricks got along the deck, the keeper just a little bit wrong-footed, got his stick down, but it came back up off the stick and into the net. And deserved lead for Philip Goldberg and his men, a 4th goal of the tournament for Hendricks. So here are the stats, and well, look at that, 70% possession in opponent's half, only 30 for Korea. Korea have really been toothless in attack, just the 2 circle penetration, no shots, clearly no goals. Look at that, 17 circle penetrations but just 6 shots. That'll be a concern, I think, for Goldberg. 1 goal, 1 conversion from 4, and importantly for for Belgium, no penalty corners for Korea, nothing for Seng Ju-yu to really get his teeth into, and the 1 green card to talk about going to number 17, Hyung-jin Kim of Korea. Well, the French supporters supporters over on the far side are applying the sunblock. It's the warmest day we've had here during the tournament. Certainly the haze has lifted. And this is today's schedule. Belgium and Korea, Australia, New Zealand fighting for the minor places, fighting for places 5 to 8. But the two big games here today, France against Malaysia in semi-final 1. That's the next game here on the main pitch, and we wrap up proceedings with Germany against the Netherlands at 8 o'clock. Just shows you how close the National Hockey Stadium is to the centre of Delhi. You can see India Gate there and Rashtrapati Bhawan in the background. That's the President's Palace. Both those two domes behind India Gate, that is the President's Palace, and it looks pretty big from here, so you can imagine how large it is when you get up to the gates. It really is a most beautiful building on the far side there. But the Belgian supporters will be happy, but they'll be a little bit concerned with just the 1-goal lead, knowing what Korea have in the tank. There is India Gate. Well, that will form the backdrop of the Delhi Half Marathon that's taking place on Sunday. So if you fancy a quick 12.5-mile jog around the Indian capital, then I'm sure the organisers might be able to slot you in somewhere. David, fancy that?
No. Well, mainly because I hope that they clear the roads as well, because seeing how the tuk-tuks drive. I bet that's a challenge in itself, just clearing a route for the half marathon in Delhi.
Of course, you'll be here
Yes,
in
I
the
will.
commentary box,
Yes.
calling the finals day of play. And the 8 teams that we're seeing here today will be back in action on Sunday. The losers of this will be playing for 7 and 8. The winner of this match playing for 5 and 6, and obviously the 3rd and 4th and the gold medal match as well. But Korea coming back out the change room. Belgium already on the park, in their huddle. They've done that. In Korea, they'll come out, then they'll have a little huddle, I'm sure. We saw that yesterday, actually. Belgium started both halves against France because France were in a huddle, didn't get up to the game. The umpire said, let's go. And they're being ushered onto the park now by the technical delegate. And, well, it doesn't look like they're going to have a huddle, so we're going to get the second half underway just in time. But David, you were saying in the break, almost a typical playoff match.
Yeah, it is. You know, it's a managing disappointment match is more or less anything from there. And obviously, you know, at under 21 level in particular, there's nothing really to play for apart from your pride and playing for your country, especially after the semi-finals have been taken away from them. Game has lacked a little bit of energy, particularly from the Korean side, and we'll see if they'll step up the second half. And put something a bit more into the game. You saw that in the stats just now, where they've only taken 30% of the game so far.
You can't imagine they would be as poor in the second as they were in the first. It's off the foot of Zimmer, and they're already looking a bit more threatening. Kim, his desire to put the ball on the reverse stick and ping it in.
Well, it's a technique over the last few years. It's got wider and wider. Initially, it came in just for shooting. The Australians gave it a name called the Tomahawk. But now you're seeing it used far widely around the field, crossing, even passing, and it's linked up from that as well.
Tell you what, I don't think Stokebrooks meant that to be quite as close to Myung Yu's stick as it was. A shake of the head after he'd given the ball, but Korea pressing much higher.
Yeah, I think they might have had a few words in their ear.
That's a pass by your man Van Doren, and it's opened up. Korea and Plenovo fires it across. It got a deflection off Yun Seon Nam, and it just goes past the far post. But Plenovo trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, perhaps we're just having a discussion now because Plethora went round the back, and Dorian Thierry's just having a word with him that he'd pulled back onto the near post, and we may have been a better option.
the circle it goes from Nam.
And you can see Korea, what they do is they run one very high across the baseline looking for a layoff or either a deflection, and the other three forwards just playing straight behind him.
And Doran tries to rifle it through, just taken away from Dalla Palma by the touch of Wang, but Wang then comes up with a poor touch of his own to give Thierry possession. Now Pleneveau one-on-one with the keeper. Oh dearie me, he's almost taken out the cameraman behind the goal, who's about 10 feet, 15 feet above the goal. Still alive. It's an own goal, would you believe it? Well, Belgium get their reward, but a scrappy goal.
Korea didn't really respond well enough from the first chance, and their defending was really poor there because they did outnumber the Belgians in the D. Yeah, he carried it through the first player, took it, really good elimination then. And what's really good, you notice his head got up. Okay, fine, it was on the far post, but again, once again, you put that ball in the D and put the defender under pressure.
That's what can happen.
Yeah, and with the own goal rule as it stands, it's always going to happen.
So that was Kober at the far post, but I mean that would have been a goal anyway. That would have been Pleneveu's goal without the own goal rule, because he was the last attacker to touch the ball in the circle. So Belgium 2, Korea 0, and a chance here for Colbert, who finishes beautifully. And 2 goals in less than a minute put Belgium firmly in control of this playoff match.
Colbert really took advantage as he took it, went down. If you watch, the goalkeeper drops to one side, to the right, and leaves the near post open for him. So it was quite an easy option for him to take. Good finish. So as he takes it round, just look at the goalkeeper now. He's going to go there and just gives that slight angle. So he goes out of the slight angle rather than staying upright as a barrier in line with the post.
So Colbert, in 40 minutes, gets his 3rd goal of the competition to go with the 2 he scored against Egypt. Wow. Let's see if there's any fight in Korea now. They're 3 down.
Zimmer nearly got a first-class.
I'm just hearing that the own goal has been given, not been given as an own goal, it's been given to Pleneveau.
It's deemed a shot at goal which deflected in.
Generous.
I think if you're centre forward, you take any that you've got.
The 5th goal then for Pleneveau in the competition. He's been the standout forward for Belgium, certainly, in the last 3 games.
It seems with Pleneveau, there's always something going to happen. You know, we get a lot of forwards who get their stick on the ball, but Pleneveau has the ability to create something even from nothing. And so we've seen him a couple of times. We saw the goal that yesterday he scored where he took it on his forehand, but it just fell behind him, reverse sticked it in, where it was a loose ball. So great self-awareness around the D, I find, with him.
Regarde l'espace à gauche. Lucas, on va sur la ligne. Regarde Lucas. Regardez Lucas. Lucas, reste. Regarde Lucas. Regarde Lucas.
So he drops it out, and Van Doren now has possession. Nice work down the left. Coming inside and still going.
Korea don't seem to have many answers to how Belgium are playing at the moment. Belgium's got a good balance, keeping their patience. The odd ball that's fed through long, Van Doren's most probably the architect behind that a lot of the time. And then they're creating really well 2v1s, 3v2s around the pitch.
Oh, there was a chance. Terry just unable to pick up that loose ball. Oh, that's an ugly looking cracking tackle from Perez. He'll be lucky to get away without a card. Well, he's just been spoken to by umpire Russell, and that on another day I think would have been a green.
I think the umpire's just taking the context of where the game is at the moment and what we've seen so far. You always know when there's a feisty game going on, and then they may respond with their what cards they give.
Yeah, there's no malice in this game whatsoever, is there? Now there's a chance here for Belgium if the ball had gone early left.
5v3, and the two Koreans have just got back.
Still plenty of space on that back post. Stogbrooks, the keeper makes the save, play on, and penalty corner is given as Thierry juggles the ball, trying to get it on the reverse stick.
Korea broke really well here as he comes in along the baseline. Sorry, not Korea, Belgium. The ball to flex up on the goalkeeper stick is deemed dangerous. The umpire was looking to see if Belgium could take advantage of it. I think it was Stogbrooks.
Yeah, Stogbrooks. The penalty corner, Coburn trots across to take it. Van Dam and Hendricks at the top of the circle. Hendricks to the left of those two. There he is, 16. Van Dam the other side. Looks like it's going to be Van Doren who's going to make the stop. Hendricks bars it wide on the right-hand post of Lee.
Looks like he's just slightly pulled that, actually. You can see when his shoulder goes across the ball. So as he comes in there, he just pulls it. You can see the whip through his body, but pulled it wide of the post.
He's lined up almost in line with that post as well, so any sort of pull on it is always going to take it wide. If he was half a yard to his right, it would have been nestling in the back of the net, you would have thought. The angle on the ball, good save, and it's another goal now. Perez poaching, but was it Coburt's going to go in from Coburt's shot? We'll see. I think Perez will take this.
I think Perez did get a touch before it crossed the line. So we saw the break here. They laid it off to left. At first that pass went too far ahead of him, but he got the reverse stick in. Yes, and he did got the touch before it went across the line.
Perez scores the easiest goal probably of his career.
This could be a very long second half for Korea now. You'd like to see a little bit more fight from them.
First goal of the tournament for Gaetan Perez. 45 minutes into the piece, it's Belgium 4, Korea 0, and we were wondering how Belgium would play against the Asian style of play. Well, Capel's totally unmarked. What a goal! Beautiful goal from Maxime Capel.
Well, that most probably is the #1 first-class way of doing a reverse stick cross across the goal, so he made the goal wider. So he pulled his man really well here. Lindat took that cross, and as you can see, he had his head up, which is fantastic. Pinpoint pass, cross, in between the defender and the goalkeeper. And to have your teammate knowing he's going to slide in on that far post, that is a very well executed goal.
Good work from Capel, 2 goals in a minute.
One from the training ground, I think, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Third goal for Capel, and third goal in the tournament, that is, not in the match. Belgium 5. Korea 0. Did you say it was going to be a long second half at 4-0? I can't remember. It's even longer now.
I don't know if Korean clocks go a bit slower, but it might go a bit slow now for them.
Points from Van Dam at 5-0 to start getting involved. See what happened. She's just trying to be a nuisance. Aggressive action required from Stogbrooks.
And again, Belgium, there 5 substitutions on the bounce there.
Well, we wondered if Matteo Grispet, the reserve keeper, might get a game from the start in this one, but Billy Goldberg opted not to, but looks like he's going to get some time here. Long way from Brussels to Delhi, and be good for him to get some game time.
Once again, that's sloppy from Korea in midfield. You then have more time on the ball. He just took his stick off, but well worked by Belgium. They're working really hard still, pinning 2 and 3 around the man.
Van Doren out to Stokebrooks on this near side. Cavalier's in space, but Stokebrooks wants to come back. Van Dam. Van Doren's touch almost sells his teammate short. Red card here. Green card.
Korea could have done without that. You know, it's tough enough as it is in the moment now, down in 10-man.
As we see this, it's number 13, Sio, who picks up his 4th green card of the tournament. Belgium changed their keeper. There he is, Matteo Grispet. Arnaud Flamand, who has done, well, nothing, I don't think, is he, in this game?
No, he hasn't touched the ball.
Stokebrooks drops it back out, and it's on Hendricks, just deflected wide by Planavo.
And what was really good about that move, as you see it through, is that they actually had 4 pin in the goal. They were too high, too low, and they could have picked it on that far post.
Well, on the far post was Kobat, the captain. Turning to a bit of a stroll for Belgium. Haven't seen anything of you. That's a good tackle from Dalla Palma. And this is Perez, Dalla Palma, Hendricks, space on the right, Cavalier, straight into the keeper's body, and he makes a decent save. Cavalier will really possibly should have scored there.
Or put it across the goal, because he had, the normal Belgian forwards had lined up across a line, on the line of a ball going across the goal.
So, there are Matteo's parents in the crowd. They finally get to see their son in action. Hello to you two. Oh, where's Kiss Cam when you need it? Well, if Belgium do concede a penalty corner, Grispet will come up against the best flicker in the tournament on the top of the circle.
Well, at the moment, he's struggling for Korea and even get the ball in the D.
Now the ball's in the right place. And we'll take the 3 hits. A snapshot comes up off a Belgium stick. Snapshot from Yi.
I think that's their first shot of the game.
Yeah, I can't remember any others, although it wasn't on target, so it won't come up in the stats. Good tackle. Now, is that tackle any different to the one the Korea made in the first half?
You know, I was just saying to myself, that actually went off the sideline, more pace than the one in the first half. A bit of commentary there from the umpires in terms of keeping the game moving and making sure that, you know, the spirit that is played in, because you know you can get some lot of tense games where the high level of tackling, but actually I don't think Korea are coming to the party with that at the moment, because they're not matching the level of defending and quality of intensive work that Belgium are offering.
Kim back inside to Nam, ball in, chance here, no, okay, can't bring it under control. Uchon Yi. Oh, that's off of his own stick into his face. Now, Ju Yun Kim okay.
Another loose pass from Korea, and that's been really the tone that they've set today. Not keeping hold of the ball midfield and then allowing Belgium then just to get hold of the ball and take control.
Stokes, Van Dam. We're on boots out of play, and so the Belgian backline had to shift across to the left. Boots come out of that left back position. Masso. Van Dam. Van Doren now on this right hand side. This is Van Doren. The one touch because he knew the pressure was coming.
It's a lovely layoff. He looked around and actually not only did he lay it off, he laid it off at a really good pace.
And makes it key tackle. Perez almost wins possession on the halfway line. Just over 3/4 of the match gone. Belgium 5, Korea 0. Korea offered little in the 55 minutes we played in this game. That's a good ball from you, but sadly for him, his teammate Kim couldn't trap it.
And that's happened too many times today for them to really create any good first-class chances in front of the Belgian goal.
Well, here's the possession in the opponent's half. It's down from 70, but look at that, 26-5. Shots, yeah, 12-0.
And you were right, the shot didn't count because it wasn't on target. The one shot they have had went over the bar.
Nice ball in. Oh. And Colbert losing his balance. Perez, Stokbrooks, Perez. Good tackling from the keeper Lee. It's Van Linter thinking that the stick would come through his own, but no, says the umpire. Van Doren out to the Belgian left. Timothy Van Doren. Van Dam. Best ball from Van Dam. Now Korea might have a chance. Ball on. Finds Cho. Van Doren's there to make the tackle. 13 more minutes for Korea to survive.
Another great pass from Van Doren.
Wow, we do get a penalty corner eventually for Van Doren's tackle. He's having a word with umpire Kim. But umpire Kim's not going to stand in, and so Matteo Griesbert is going to face the might of Seung Ju Yu. Let's hope he's got good eyesight, fast reflexes.
And I think it wasn't, Van Doren did come in behind, but I think Stockerbrooks was there, but actually the clatter of the stick, but he actually interfered here, there, so both came in. So one was already tackling, but I don't think Van Doren needed to come in behind and do that again. But Van Doren's complaining about a previous decision up on the halfway line.
There's a bit of pretense. They've got Yun-Sun Nam standing at the top of the circle, but I don't think there's any doubt that number 3 there is going to take this one. So Seung Ju Yu looking for his 9th goal of the competition. He's up against Griesbert in the Belgian goal. Big lad Griesbert. Quick reflexes too. You bars it wide. Let's have a look at this one again.
He comes up, he takes about 3-4 yards, but he just pulled that. We've seen that earlier with the Belgian flicker as well. You see how he twists. So a lot of these guys, you know, we talk about biomechanics with penalty corners, and they've all got different techniques. He uses very much through the top waist and shoulders and through. And if you do swing too early, then you're always going to pull that to the left.
So, Coburn down his right-hand side, plays the little ball infield to Plenavo, well tackled. And this is Cho. Maybe a card here for Thierry. Here is Rim, and intercepted by Stockbrooks, but the first touch is just a little way. Van Doren to Stockbrooks. Stockbrooks a little back up, looks back up, back to Van Doren. Lovely touch from Van Doren to Coburn. Coburn now, if he could just play it up.
Good straight from Coburn then. He knew he could have been pulled to the ground.
Plenavo into the circle. Finds his skipper. Oh, he should have laid it off to the left where Masso was unmarked.
Yeah, and the umpire quite rightly, because he could have fallen to ground. He was taken on the side when he was running through. But this is the chance here. Just come inside, laid it in. He took it on. Yeah. Masso. But Masso, if he could have done, he could have just moved the ball slightly forward to him.
Good run though by Coburn. Oh, Plenavo's got to be careful. You don't want to leave your stick in like that. Hendricks with the tackle. Hendricks with the sideline ball. This is Van Dam. There's Yu. And he's picked up the green card.
He might appreciate the rest, actually.
Yeah.
Belgium have really kept their discipline in the second half, kept their shape, but also kept the energy level in and around wherever the ball is in terms of defending and attacking.
face the winner of the Australia-New Zealand game a little later on today. Can't imagine Australia or New Zealand playing at this sort of pace in any sort of game.
Definitely not their style.
Thierry's back on after his little rest.
Well, I suppose just on that whole point about pace and style, this, you know, these last two games with the Koreans.
The corner, and Yu is off the park.
Yeah, this is unlike Korea, because what you normally expect from Korea over the years is just high energy and pace. But obviously these last two games have really taken out of him. So he took the ball here in the right corner, just waited there, and then just placed the ball back on the foot.
Well, number 13, Seo, has been taking the flicking duties when Yu is not on, and he is on the park. Seungju Yu, there you can see the heavy strapping on his right thigh that we've been talking about. Now he's sat down, much clearer. Nam to the left, Yu to the right. And it's Nam. That is some flick into the top left-hand corner. Groisbert, I don't think he had much of a chance. Great goal from Nam.
There's been a couple of corners like this in this tournament where he takes it off the left post and drags it across the goalkeeper with pace. I think the Belgium defender actually got his stick on it. If you look there and up into the roof.
Yeah, Zimmer on the post. But Korea get their goal. Nam with it. Yunsun Nam's first goal of the tournament. Belgium are in round the back. Going to ground was Thierry. Beneveau. Or Perez, sorry.
Korea were a bit sloppy with their defending there, because they defended really well when Belgium entered the circle the first time, but gave the ball away so cheaply. And then it was laid in here and crossed, and quite an easy foot to find.
Zimmer's got the instructions from Goldberg. Hendricks is there, Van Dam is there, stopping is Terry. So, it's gone to Van Dam. Play on, good save. And a swing and a miss from Pleneveau gives Korea the hit, and the keeper's down.
No? Okay.
Belgium definitely had an opportunity there, because it came out onto the castle, the rock castle. It was dragged first and there, and umpire penalised him for hitting the goalkeeper helmet, I think.
It was Hendricks who was in there with the swing. Good running from the number 1 runner. Pleneveau, into the circle, good running. Well, Perez drew the 2 defenders, and Pleneveau couldn't finish off the good work.
He didn't quite stay upright. The ball went, actually, he looked to go right a couple of times just on a feint. So if you look at it here, he carries the ball, he feints to go to the right, inside on the left, but just got the ball carried, it just went away from him slightly, maybe too square where he needed it a little bit ahead of him.
Oh, what? Oh.
Korea
So-
still sitting back, and Belgium keeping their shape.
Just going to say last 3 minutes. First match on day 7 of the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. And a sharp blow of the whistle as Pleneveau tries to win possession. Oh, dearie me. Well, chance here for Belgium. Well, that's really well taken by Dorian Thierry. The second goal of the competition. But taken with real style and aplomb.
It was very sloppy from Korea as they gave the ball away here very cheaply, and he just pulled the ball around to the left, passed on into it. That's a great little bit of skill, and they saw the goalkeeper was dropping down and just dinked it over. Whether that's the right technical term or not, but it was a lovely finish, and the Korean defender couldn't get there.
It was Rim trying to get the ball away. But bad day at the office. Gets a little bit worse, and they've lost the ball cheaply again, Korea. And Belgium looking for 2 quick goals at the end. Well, they must be in. Oh, he's missed it. How on earth has Perez put that wide? So unselfish from Van Luntert. And Perez fluffs his lines. But again, they lose the ball so cheaply,
Yeah.
Korea.
Korea, you know, they're becoming the Belgians' best passer of the ball at the moment. And he most probably, many a time, you let the ball go across to your left foot when he should have actually just taken it earlier and just placed that on his right foot.
There's a yellow card here for Capel.
And once again, Koreans given the ball again, and then Belgium counter-attack. Not as so efficiently as they've done the last 3 attacks.
Well, it started off brilliantly, in the middle not so good, and finished poorly, wasn't it, those last 3 counter-attacks? Or is it? Chance! Well, the initial shot from Van Luntert, and diving in on the far post.
It was Masso, I think it was, on the far post. The goalkeeper did well to come out and smother that.
Well, David, just quickly your thoughts. Disappointing match. Belgium easy and worthy winners.
Oh yeah, comfortably, and most probably applied themselves better on the day. You know, yes, both teams had a disappointment yesterday, but Belgium have come out and applied themselves, kept their shape, kept their energy, and certainly their intent all the time to look for opportunities attacking the circle. And we saw the statistics halfway through the half, and they were miles ahead of Korea. Korea, for them, lackluster, lack a bit of energy, and for me, a big disappointment for knowing what Korean hockey before.
There is the final hooter, and Belgium comfortable winners against Korea by 6 goals to 1. It was 1-0 at half-time, but goals in the second half from Pleneveau, Corbin, Perez, Capel with the pick of them, and Thierry made it 6 for Belgium. 1 goal for Korea there, courtesy of Yoon Seung-nam from a penalty corner. But Philippe Goldberg's men have responded by far the better of the 2 to the disappointment of losing the quarterfinals yesterday. Belgium go through to meet the winner of the Australia-New Zealand game on Sunday. Korea, well, they will face the loser of that one. And Belgium, comfortable winners of this first game on day 7 of the Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. Final score here, Belgium 6, Korea 1. Well, the scoreline as comprehensive as it would appear. Van Doren played an excellent game, pulling all the strings for Belgium, picking the passes. Flamand was replaced 20 minutes from time by Griezmann as well. All smiles today. It was bitter disappointment and anger yesterday. 24 hours, it'll be a long time in a hockey match, but that's what they prefer feeling. Korea, well, a shadow of their former self. But let's have a look at the highlights from this second half. And well, the second goal from Pleneveau into the circle. Cross it came, it went in off you, but the shot came within the circle. So Pleneveau credited with the goal. That was 3 minutes into the second period. And then a third goal, courtesy of Matthew Coburn. A really good finish. The keeper going down to his right and finishing it over the top of the keeper. Then Perez, who had the easiest of finishes after good work by Coburn. And then this, the pick of the goals. Lovely ball across from Van Lunteren and a diving Maxime Capel applying the finishing touch. Then it was Korea's turn. Yun Seon Nam to score from a penalty corner. Griesper beaten. And then the final goal of the piece, courtesy of a lovely little dink finish by Dorian Thierry. So Philippe Goldberg just debriefs his side after a thoroughly professional performance and a good answer to the disappointment of losing to France yesterday in the quarter-finals. So Philippe Goldberg and his men have one more game to go at this Hero Hockey Junior World Cup. They'll have to wait and see if it's Australia or New Zealand. But I think now it's time to go for the post-match presentation with Dubai and Sen.
Yes, a comfortable victory in the end for Belgium, 6-1, another tennis scoreline in the Hero Junior World Cup. Now joining me for the post-match presentation ceremony is David Collier, who's tournament director of this FIH Junior World Cup, and he'll present the Hero Man of the Match trophy and a cash check prize rather for 12,000 rupees to the Man of the Match, Hero Man of the Match for this game, Arthur van Doren of Belgium. Arthur, a good performance today, but I have to ask you what happened yesterday. 4-2 up must have been bitterly disappointing to lose out the way you did.
Yes. We started very well, I think. We dominated most of the game against a strong French side. And we had everything in hands. So it's very hard to take the loss against France.
It must have been emotionally and physically draining as well. So how did you get yourselves up for this game?
Yeah, it's very difficult emotionally because we had hoped to win the quarterfinals, physically as well. So we had to turn up the knop to get ready for this game. But I think we picked it up well. We rebounded very good from the loss of yesterday, and we showed that with a good performance and a 6-1 win over a Korean side.
Still got a chance now to finish on a high though. The game on Sunday. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, very much. It's still a challenge for us. It will be a tough game against Australia or New Zealand. Two physically strong sides, so it's again a challenge for us.
Well done. Congrats for today and all the best for the last match.
Thank you very much.
Yes, well done, Arthur van Doren and the Belgium squad just having their photo taken, and Arthur is going to miss out because he's having his photograph taken with David Collier. Now let's have a look at the match stats. Well, Korea coming into it a little bit in the second half, but look at that possession, totally dominant. 34 circle penetrations, 14 shots, 6 goals. Well, it really was as one-sided as all that. Korea, well, they'll go and lick their wounds and pick themselves up or try for Sunday, but really all the fights seem to have gone out of their game. So this is the schedule for today. Belgium easy winners over Korea. Next up is the first of our semi-finals, France against Malaysia. Who will win that one? That's an intriguing tie. Then Australia, New Zealand to see who will play Belgium for 5th. And then the second semi-final, 8 o'clock tonight, Germany against the Netherlands. What a belter that promises to be. Well, that's it for our first game here today. I hope you enjoyed our first game. We'll be back very shortly with France against Malaysia. I do hope you'll join us. Bye-bye.